Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight on RTC TV4. I'm Blair Zimmerman. I'll be your host this evening. I will have Allie Weezy joining me later on the other headset. She just has some obligations with the band, so she's going to get plenty of exercise in this evening, going back and forth. I've got Taylor Duncan running camera for me, and thank you for joining us. You're watching tonight as the Caston Comets play host to the Delphi Oracles here at the Comet Crater. Ordinarily, Gavin would have joined me, but he did have he had some work obligations once again this week. I think that that tends to be kind of common for a teenager with a job, is got to work those weekend shifts that nobody else really wants. So, as you can see, we've got about 5.5 minutes left until tip-off. The JV game went a little long. JV Comets were victorious over the JV Oracles. So we're going to see if the Varsity Comets can pull off the same kind of feat. John Harrell Stat seems to think that they'll do it, so we will know here shortly. And speaking of our Varsity Comets, let's take this moment for you guys to get to know them if you haven't met them already. Your JV Comet, or JV, no, your Varsity Comets. I'm already messing up. I don't even have a co-commentator to help me out here. We'll be right back.
I'm Mark Smith, number 11, senior center.
Levi Lau, 10, senior guard.
My name's Wyatt Brummett. I'm number 3, and I'm a junior guard.
I'm Luke Lau. I'm number 4, and I'm a junior guard.
Hunter Shane Lama, we're number 13. I'm a junior. I play center.
I'm Mike Rands, number 33, and I'm a junior forward.
Jesse Rock Wolf, number 22. I'm a sophomore guard.
I'm Cameron Klein, number 12, sophomore guard.
You're watching RTC TV4.
And you're watching RTC TV4.
You're watching RTC TV4.
And welcome back. It's a good group of guys. I know they put a lot of hard work in, and we're looking forward to seeing them hopefully come away with the win tonight. Varsity Comets currently sitting on a 1-3 record. And the Varsity Oracles are currently sitting at a 4-3 record. Obviously, Delphi's gotten a few more games in so far this season. So,
ladies and gentlemen, let's start off the evening with the school songs. First for the Delphi Oracles.
Well, just over 3 minutes remaining until tip-off. I'm going to take this opportunity to step away for a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You are watching Caston Comets basketball on RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, if you have the opportunity, we'd appreciate you paying your patronage to our sponsors. We appreciate their sponsorship. It helps make this coverage possible. And we do enjoy bringing this hyper-local coverage to you live from your local schools. It's just over a minute remaining. We'll have our starting lineups here shortly, and then have our opening tip-off and get some basketball underway, and get somebody for me to talk to besides not just talking to you folks, but you folks aren't able to talk back to where I can hear you, which sometimes might be a good thing. But right now, I feel like I'm just talking to myself. And Taylor's over here sitting next to me with a pair of headphones on, listening as the commentary goes through, and he's just getting a kick out of this.
With proper behavior at high school athletic events, the IHSAA, along with Caston High School, expects good sportsmanship from all participants and spectators. Unsportsmanlike conduct, such as vocally criticizing, the use of profanity, or unsuitable comments towards players, officials, and other spectators is inappropriate and unacceptable. Thank you for your cooperation. Now if everyone will remain standing and all hats be removed as the Caston Band, under the direction of Mr. James Byrne, plays our national anthem.
If I can have everyone's attention. At this time, I would like to introduce one of our officials for tonight's game as he continues on his 2018-19 retirement victory tour. Jay is a good friend of mine, and I had the pleasure to coach football and teach PE with Jay in our much younger days. Tonight, Jay Smith is officiating his last game at Caston High School. At the end of the season, Jay will retire as an IHSAA official with 48 years of experience. Jay has officiated 42 boys and girls sectionals, 35 girls regionals, 30 boys regionals, 25 semi-states, and 8 state championship games. Tonight, after the game, I will make an official presentation to Jay with his last warm box of popcorn and Pepsi from Caston High School on his 60-mile trip home to Syracuse area. Basketball fans, let's give Jay Smith a big thank you for his 48 years of dedication to the state of Indiana.
And I'm sure most of that came through the microphone, celebrating official Jay Smith's last game he's officiating here at Caston as he's retiring this year. And that noise you're hearing means that my co-commentator, Allie Weezy, has her headset on. Allie, welcome to the broadcast table. You're going to get your exercise in just going back and forth tonight.
I definitely am.
For tonight's varsity game, first for Delphi.
Well, hey, let's handle some starting lineups.
Number 3, Peyton Roth.
For Delphi, number 3, Peyton Roth.
6 foot and a junior at number 12, Elijah Hudson.
Number 12, Elijah Hudson.
6'1" and a senior, number 13, Garrett Thompson.
Number 13, Garrett Thompson.
6'3" and a senior, number 22, Blake Carroll.
Number 22, Blake Carroll.
Junior, number 31, Zach Townsend.
Number 31, Zach Townsend.
By Mr. Brian McCammon.
And the Oracles are coached by Brian McCammon. And now, our Caston comments.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Caston comments. At guard, he's
Number 3, Wyatt Brummett.
He's a guard. He's 6 foot. He's a junior. Number 4.
Number 4, Luke Lau.
He's a guard. He's 5'11". He's a sophomore. Number 12.
Number 12, Cameron Klein.
He's 6'6". He's a junior. He's number 13.
Number 13, Hunter Shanelow.
He's 6'3". He's a junior. He's number 33.
Number 33, Mike Grants. And the Comets are coached by Coach Carl Davis, who hopefully, I did forget to talk to him before the game, but he has joined us after every game so far this season that we've covered. So I'm hoping he'll come up and join us for a breakdown after the game.
Good luck to both teams.
So, Allie, I understand some congratulations are in order for the Lady Comets as well.
Yeah.
Victorious at Anderson Prep earlier today. And I'm sad that we didn't get to cover that game, but I'm glad that the ladies came away victorious.
Definitely, we had a lot of people get a lot of playing time that normally don't. So we had a lot of people step up to these games, and it was fun to watch.
Awesome. And speaking of getting playing time, how long until you're out on the hardwood again?
I have not gotten an official answer, no
Oh.
matter how hard I try. So
Oh.
it's always the 1 to 2 weeks every single time I ask.
There's a 1 to 2 weeks every visit. All right, Hunter Schaefer taking the ball out. We're waiting on him to exit the court, and we'll have tip-off underway. There's the tip. Hunter Shanelow, I'm getting that. Comets taking first possession in this game. Lau over to Brummett. Brummett back to Lau. He's just over the half-court line. He's going to send it down to Cam Klein. Back to Luke. He's going to send it to Brummett. This 3-2 zone shifting really quickly. Back over to Brummett. He's just send it back up to the volleyball line. Back to Brummett. Can't quite get a shot. He's going to send it to the corner to Shanelow, who's going to put it inside to Rands, who's just off the mark. All right. We've got a three-pointer and swished. It's number 13, Garrett Thompson. And the Oracle's putting on a full-court press. Comets working to get across the volleyball line, or the half-court line. There they go. That's a tough press out there. Now, I looked it up before you got over here. John Harrell is forecasting a Comets win tonight. So
Nice.
These Oracles, though, are going to make us work for every.
Yes, they are. They're definitely quick on their feet.
There's Mike Rands down at the post. He's been solid at the post. All right, Oracles now. We've got a baseline drive there by Thompson. He goes up and gets blocked. Lau across the timeline. Down to Klein in the corner. Back to Lau. Over to Brummett. Back to Lau. Of course, the Comets, they're off of a pretty widely margined away loss last night as they traveled to Knox. Long three by Lau, just off the mark. We're over to Thompson. We're going to send it into the paint. Number 22, Blake Carroll, he's going to put it in for two. Go to the line for an extra. Foul was on Mike Rand. His first, team first in that dubious honor of game first. Of course, I don't know. I mean, is it a mark of honor to say that you drew first blood in a game?
I think it's both an honor and a shame almost, because it's just like.
Oh, pass attempt there. Doesn't quite make it to the intended target. Delphi going to put it up. It rolls across the rim there. Shot by Zach Townsend. Comets just struggling against this full court press when Delphi puts it on. But they're not running a press every possession either. Which is, I don't know, there's a good strategy to that. You keep your opponent guessing.
Yeah. But then again, if something works, why stop?
Well, and obviously last season, I know Gavin and I have talked about this. I think you and I have talked about it. I know Coach Helmick and I talked about it. Last season, the answer against the Comets, guys, girls, or otherwise, it doesn't matter. It was a full court press.
Yes, definitely.
3-point attempt by Cameron Klein off the mark there. And this season, both teams better at breaking the press, so it's not the guaranteed answer. Now, Knox ran a brutal press Thursday. Nice stuff there by Shanlaub. Zach Townsend looking for a long two. Shanlaub was not allowing it in his house. But Tuesday, though, the ladies broke Pioneer's press to the point that Pioneer quit putting one on.
Yeah, and our problem in that game was we would break the press, and then we would allow it to speed things up.
Yeah.
And with the boys, it's almost seeming like they're breaking it, and then they're just not being able to get the ball in because the defense is quick on their feet.
Yes. And you know, though, that speed, that tempo, that was a nice inbound move that just didn't work out for him. Zach Townsend now 0 for 4 from down there at the post. Coach Davis, after the Lewis Cass game, his comment was that the guys allowed Lewis Cass to set the tempo of that game. 2 for Hunter Shanlaub. And that the guys needed to learn to, regardless of what the other team was doing, get things moving to where they could play at their pace. Nice steal there by
Luke Lau.
Luke Lau, yeah. Ryan's tried to dish down low to Shanlaub and
just wasn't
had
there.
number 3 there, Roth, to get in on that pass. We're going to send the ball across to Zach Townsend. Back up top. Is that Garrett Thompson, I think? We're going to go into the paint. Off the mark there. We're going to let them get their own rebound, though, before knocking it out. That was Blake Carroll. 2 attempts, 2 misses there. Hunter Shanlaub had something to do with that last miss, though.
It's always interesting watching guys games versus girls games because it's just a different mentality out on the floor. Things are called different, things are played different, and it's always interesting to try to predict the next move when you're not that player.
Right. Oh, we had a foul out here. Foul's on number 13, Hunter Shanlaub. Delphi still with no fouls on the board. Then we're going to send Blake Carroll to the line for 2. He's 2 for 2 so far tonight. That's going to end up 2 for 3. Hunter Shanlaub with that rebound. Got Luke Lau across the timelines. Just send it over to Wyatt Brummett. Back to Lau, back to Brummett, back to Lau, back to Brummett. Down to the corner to Shanlaub. We're going to send it inside to Mike Rands. And he's going to put it in for 2. Peyton Roth across timeline. Sends it into the paint. And the shot's good. That's Blake Carroll. So far, he has 6 of Delphi's 9 points.
You can definitely tell he's a senior.
Absolutely. There's that experience. And Wyatt Brummett struggling to get the ball anywhere. And just steps out of bounds.
Jordan Roth. Klein back in for the Comets.
Ball in play here. Jordan Roth going to send it back to Peyton Roth. I'm going to guess brothers. Vastly different build, though. Down to Townsend. Back to Roth. He's going to put it up for 3 and rattles in. Stretching that lead now. Delphi with a 6-point lead. Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. struggling to get that ball across the timeline. I'm surprised he didn't get called for over and back.
Over and back.
Nice spin move there by Shane Laub. He's going to put it in for 2. Roth top the key, sends it over to Hudson. Hudson put it up for 3.
3-point basket by Garrett Thompson.
I'm getting thinking
Wait,
there,
Hudson,
3-point team.
that's Thompson. They're just keeping a hold of that 6-7 point lead. We're going to
If the
send it.
Comets don't get out on them on that 3-point line, it's going to be an interesting game for them.
Yeah. Rockwolf trying for the 3 and fell short there. Of course, he is dealing. He's got the tape off his hand, but he's had his thumb on his offhand taped up about half the week. I think he said he hyperextended it at practice or some such. And
This is not
matter
fun.
of fact, I believe that during the pregame warm-ups even, he might have still had it on. Definitely when I got here to start setting up our equipment, Cam Klein for 3. That's good. But I know when I got here setting up, when JV was doing their warm-up, he had that tape on his hand stabilizing that thumb.
Can't make it easy to catch or anything.
No. It's number 13, Garrett Thompson for the 3-point attempt. That was off the mark. Luke Lau slowing it down, coming across the timeline. Just under 40 seconds left in the first. Send it down to the high post. And we're going to have a push over here. That looks like it was on number 13, Garrett Thompson.
Fouls on number 13, Garrett Thompson. His first.
That's Delphi's first foul so far in the game with only 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Going to make it tough to get the ball in, except that they left Mike Rands open right in front.
Assist allowed.
Thompson with 3-point, rattles around, can't get anything. 21 putting it back up. Got blocked on that. That was Kane Zimpher. 13 seconds left. Lau over to Klein. Klein back to Lau.
Ooh.
Almost got a
Breaking
hand in on
ankles.
that. And how was a Delphi last touch? I didn't see Delphi anywhere around there. I mean, you know, it's Christmas season. That wasn't a Delphi last touch. Couple of substitutions. We've got Levi Lau and Mark Smith in.
Levi Lau.
I won't swear to anything, but this might be the first time I've seen Levi Lau play varsity that we've covered.
Maybe.
Well, there's a 3-point attempt there at the buzzer by number 13, Garrett Thompson. It was off the mark. We're going to step away here for a quick word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank, online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into the second quarter here. Delphi currently leading by 2. Caston really closed up that gap, though, towards the end of that first quarter. They were down by as much as 7 or maybe even 8.
6-7, yeah.
And managed to close that to within 2. Delphi now with possession. 13, Thompson, he's going to send it down into the paint.
Get hammered. Ooh.
I think that's going to be on Hunter Shainlaub. And I was wrong. It was on Cameron Klein.
Carroll at the line for 2 shots.
Blake Carroll, though, was going up for a shot. So he'll get his opportunity for those 2 from the line. Currently 2 for 3 for the night. Excuse me, 2 for 4 for the night. As a Comets fan, I'll take those misses all night long. Second shot off the back. And
rebounded by 21.
Kane Zimpher. All right, we're going to go back at Thompson. 23, Jordan Roth. He's going to send it to Zimpher. Over to Elijah Hudson. Back to Roth for 3. It's off the back. 21 going to take it back up. And lose it.
Brummett back in for the Comets.
Guess I shouldn't be marking turnovers down in first quarter anymore. All right, Luke Lau to the volleyball line, sends it to Wyatt Brummett. Back to Lau. Back to Brummett. Over to Klein. Klein back to Lau at the volleyball line. Back to Brummett. To Shane Lau. We're going to send it into the paint to Rands. He's going to go up and down. That ball got trapped at his waist, and he couldn't bring it up to pass it or play it.
And the sad thing is that if that ball was able to be brought up, it would have been a foul instead of travel.
Oh, yeah. Kind of surprised that they didn't call it a foul anyway, but those are the kind of calls that make me glad I'm not an official.
Yeah.
Oh, down to that was nice pass play, getting it down to the post to Elijah Hudson, who puts it in for 2.
And I will say that they are letting a lot more contact slide than what I was expecting coming into it. But it's nothing dirty, so. As my coaches say nothing's wrong with full contact.
If you ain't trading paint, it ain't racing. Of course, this ain't racing. Nicely done by Hunter Shainlaub there. Goes up. Puts it in for 2 at the post and then draws the foul. He'll go to the line for a nice and 1 attempt.
Fouls on number 12, Hudson, his first.
Foul there was on Elijah Hudson.
1 shot.
And the officials have all 3 established that he gets 1 shot. Which is up off the backboard. That was a lot harder than I'm used to. Shane Laub last season had an amazing free throw percentage, and he just kind of, well, he put that up the way I usually put a shot up. Just way too much power on it. 22 there, Blake Carroll with the little power dribble and goes up with it. Couldn't quite get it to roll the way he needed it to.
Caston's probably pretty thankful right now that they're not making a lot of their inside shots because they're definitely getting it down there and being able to drive that ball in there.
Absolutely.
It's just not falling for them tonight.
Yeah, just a quick glance at my stat sheet. It looks like at least 70% more.
Wyatt Brummett, and it was made.
It looks like probably 50 to 70% more shots for Delphi than what Caston's gotten. That said, I've got a lot more circles and a lot fewer slashes on the Caston side. Shot up by number 23, Jordan Roth. Is off the mark.
Looks like we got
we had a foul
on 22 maybe?
31 Townsend and 3 Roth back in for the Warriors.
And that foul ties up the fouls for the teams. Both of them sitting at 3. Caston now with a 1-point advantage. We'll send it back to Lau. Back to Brummett. Back to Lau. Down to Klein. Back to Lau. This zone is just really solid. Mike Rands floated it down to Hunter Shainlob again. And Shainlob just goes up for 2. That pass he has, it's nice because it looks like a shot attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And it
definitely
fakes
does.
out the defense. Well, they're going to call a foul here probably on Mike Rands.
And it honestly surprises me that they don't take more shots at that free throw range instead of dumping it down to the post that has a guard on them. If they're open, you would think that they would shoot it, but it's working for them. So.
Right, yeah, because they put that, they do that pass, it looks like a shot, and it draws the defender up, so then Hunter's able to go up when he's on his way back down. It's kind of like a pump fake down to the post without having to have the post guy fake it.
Yeah. Ooh, that was kind of rough down there.
Glad I wasn't down there. Half of the second quarter gone. Three-pointer by Cam Klein off the back of the rim.
Intercepted by Luke Lau.
Nicely done. Over to Brummett. Brummett back to Lau. Lau thinks about the 3. Or at least let the defender think when he's thinking about it. Triple coverage there on Mark Smith. I think he took one to the face on that.
Both hands came down and went straight on his face.
That was on Zach Townsend. I wasn't sure if they were going to send Smith to the line or not because he was where he was. I could tell he was chambered to go up, but he wasn't necessarily on his way up yet.
Yeah.
The official could have called that either way. I do feel like it was the right call. First shot just kind of rolled the wrong direction. Smith taking a second one.
And
that
making
was right on the mark. Delphi quickly across the timeline. We're going to drive baseline. We're going to have a foul here on Mark Smith.
His first.
Foul on number 11, Mark Smith, his first, team 5th.
Both teams seem to be picking up the tempo on the way to sending their opponent into the bonus. Floater pass inbound. It makes it to its target. We've got a three-pointer off the mark.
Off the rim. Ooh.
3 for Elijah Hudson is off the mark. Yeah, we're going to have a foul here on number 12, Cam Klein. That'll be his second.
Team 6.
And we're going to have Jesse Rockwolf subbing in for Cameron Klein. Ball in play to Roth. Roth is going to send it down to Carroll. Carroll, way too much power on that.
Jesse Rockwolf taking a charge.
Was called there on number 22.
Delphi does not look happy with that charge call.
21, Zimpler in Delphi.
Luke Lau coming across Delphi's volleyball line, across midcourt. Over to Rockwolf. Rockwolf back to Lau. Send it back to Rockwolf. Back to Lau. Lau to Brummett. Brummett back to Lau. Back to Rockwolf. Up to Brummett. Back to Lau. Lau looked like he was thinking about the 3. Sends it back to Brummett. Back to Rockwolf. Back to Brummett. Rockwolf.
Playing a lot of monkey in the middle almost without the monkey.
Yep, we got a 3-point attempt and it's good. You know, if they could pass it around enough to take those as open threes, we'll do it.
Definitely.
Caston now with a 7-point advantage.
And it also shows that the boys team has a lot of patience this year.
Yeah, there would have been some hurry-up shots taken last year that in that whole exchange there.
Yeah.
Number 31 passing it back out to number 12, Elijah Hudson. They send it down inside to Zimpler.
Looks like it's a foul on Jesse.
Yep, number 22, Rockwolf.
Jesse Rockwolf, his first, team 7th.
I'm seeing a little bit of what the girls' problem is showing in the guys here. When they get down there, instead of just either running past them, making them stop and think about it for a second, or just standing there and letting them run right into them, you're slapping and trying to get the ball away. And sometimes you just gotta take the charge.
Yeah, if you can plant your feet.
Yeah.
Zinfler there went 1 for 2. Delphi now in single bonus though. We're sending the ball over to Brummett. Send it to the corner to Shanelob. He tries to send it inside. Pass is picked off. Down to 13, he's gonna take a 3.
And it makes
On
it.
the mark, Garrett Thompson. He's at 50% from behind the 3-point line tonight. Under 2 minutes left in the quarter. Sending the ball over to Brummett. Back to Rockwolf. Rockwolf about forgot he wasn't playing football and he's gonna keep running with it. Over to Lau. Lau doesn't have a clean shot. Send it back up to the volleyball line. Bring it back to Lau. Back to Brummett. Brummett to Rockwolf. Rockwolf back to Brummett. Back to Rockwolf. Oh, I thought he was open. He wasn't. Back up to Brummett. Over to Lau. Inside to Shane Laub. He's going to take a dribble. Send it back out to Lau. Across to Rockwolf. Back up to Brummett. He takes a 3.
And makes it.
That was a nice make. Brummett now 2 for 2 when he gets a 3-point look. And Townsend tried to answer with a 3. It was off the mark. Delphi getting the rebound on it, though. They're going to keep a hold of it. Under 60 seconds remaining in the first half tonight. Send it down to the corner. We've got a 3-point attempt there by Roth. It was off the mark.
Back up by Zach Townsend and then officially made.
It's into the hands of Rockwolf. Up to Brummett at the volleyball line, not the free throw line. That'd be a long free throw. Over to Lau, back to Brummett. Oh, back to Lau, back to Brummett. Rockwolf across to Lau, up to Brummett. Rockwolf thought he was going for the 3. Defense did too for a second. He's got a nice fake on that chamber.
He does.
All right, Comets have called a timeout. We're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Guys are taking the floor. 15.3 remaining in the half. Caston leading 27-23. And the Comets with possession. Rand's going to send it into the backcourt to Lau. Lau under coverage by Roth. Gets it across the timeline. He's going to drive down. Sends it back up to the 3-point line to Shane Laub. Shane Laub not taking that 3. Sends it back to Lau. Lau over to Shane Laub in the corner. He does take that 3. Off the mark.
Rebounded by,
It was rebounded by Rands. He couldn't quite get a hold of it. That's all right. He kept it out of Delphi's hands right there at the half. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see about running some stats. We're going to step away for a word from our sponsors while I start counting some things up. Unfortunately, I'm losing my co-commentator during halftime.
I will be back. I will be back.
But she's coming back once second half action resumes. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet, and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. I am able to count. So, current score, Caston 27, Delphi 23. And really, the story is accuracy. Delphi right now, 4 for 12, so 33% in three-point range. 4 for 19, almost down in the 25 percentile in their two-point field goals, and then 3 for 7 from the free throw line tonight, and sitting on about 9 turnovers, give or take. Where Caston, now they do have 7 turnovers. They really struggle to get past that full court press that Delphi put on in the first quarter. I wouldn't be surprised to see Delphi come back from the half with that press back on. But Caston, 4 for 9 from three-point range. So just over 50%, or just under 50%, but they are 7 for 8 in two-point territory, waiting patiently for that good look, and then putting it up, putting it in, and shooting over 90%. And then they're 1 for 3 from the free throw line, and that's just a matter of they've not been to the line as many times. Delphi playing a fairly clean game in the first half. Caston with something in the neighborhood of 7 turnovers. So both teams really needing to either work on turnovers or, that be what it is. And again, I know my turnover count, I'm doing good to get baskets counted, but so if Caston can keep this accuracy up, just be patient and wait for their shot like they've done in the first half, they're going to come away with the victory tonight. Sadly, ladies and gentlemen at home, it's only you to whom I'm talking. My co-commentator is over in the band, taking care of an academic requirement she has. So we will be back here in just over 5.5 minutes as the second half gets underway. You're watching Caston Comets basketball on RTC TV4. Stay tuned.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 20 seconds before we start third period play. I've got a co-commentator back on the other headset. It's nice to not just be talking to myself anymore. So these stats, Allie, the Comets, 4 for 9 from three-point territory, 7 for 8 in two-point territory.
Wow.
Compared to the Oracles, 4 for 12 for threes and 4 for 19 for twos. But that's been that heavily contested post there. Number 22, Blake Carroll, he is 2 for 8 shots today, and he is definitely their big two-point shooter, mostly for being down at the post.
Yeah.
All right, Luke Lau over to Cam Klein. He's going to open up with a 3.
And he's going to hit
it. Cam Klein, 50% from three-point territory so far tonight. Heck, I'm going to be honest, I'm usually happy to be 50% from the free throw line. I'm also not a basketball player. All right, we're out to number 31. And off the mark. And Mike Rand's getting the rebound, but then traveling with it. Number 31, that was Zach Townsend.
I believe that was Shane Lobb who had it.
Well, that could be. Both of them well over 6 foot. Both of them's numbers ends with a 3. All right. The Oracle's passing the ball around. It's going to go down to the post. Almost had a foul there. Almost had a turnover there. I'm not sure where we're going with this.
There was a lot of almost in that play right
yes,
there.
There was. We're out to Roth. Roth going to send it. He's going to get the charge.
It always kills me because in guys' games, we always hear charges being called, and then you get to a girls' game, and it's just like, foul.
I'm kind of surprised it didn't look like feet were set on that. I'm also surprised.
He was kind of sandwiched.
I'm also surprised Delphi not opening up with that full court press. It was so effective in that first quarter. I'm surprised that they haven't kept it on. Comets passing the ball around. Ooh, number 12 there, Hudson almost getting his hand on that cross-court pass. Lau in the corner sends it to Rands. Rands back to Lau in the corner. Inside to Shane Lau, over to Rands at the top. Brummett over to Lau. Lau puts it in up for 2, doesn't quite make it. And the Oracle's coming down with the ball. Ooh. Delphi's coach not happy at all about that call. Oh, he's turning red. And ref telling him you better sit down.
Oh, no.
Wow, that was a charge called against Garrett Thompson.
I mean, I'm happy it was called in favor of us, but that was, I will admit that one was a little sketchy.
Oracle's coach not at all happy. Comet's going to turn that over off of a bad pass. Roth going to get the push call from Luke Lau there, I think.
Yeah, that would probably be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 4, Luke Lau, his first.
That's his first. Team first in the half. Ball in play there to Hudson. Up to Roth at the top. Over to Thompson. He's going to dribble in. Go for that short jumper there, just outside of the paint. What are we going to call that, 8 feet? I don't know. You know, you've got these commentators. They know all the distances on the floor, and then you got this knucklehead here that RTC hired that...
Okay, if it makes any 2 foot, 12 foot, 15.
Oh, it does help. Except on the angle, because we all know that the hypotenuse of a right triangle is longer.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball into Rands. Couldn't get a hold of that pass. He's going to turn it over. Hudson dribbling down. He's going to pass it off to Carroll. Carroll floats it in for 2. Delphi now closed up that lead to within 3 points. Ball's in the hands of Wyatt Brummett. He's going to send it to Cameron Klein at the volleyball line. Over to Lau. Back to Klein. Back to Brummett.
Ooh.
And Brummett's,
Stolen. And it's up and it's good.
Nice steal there for Hudson, who takes it down and puts it in. The Comets really needing to work on these turnovers here. They've allowed Delphi to almost catch up. So Coach is going to have some words with them. We're going to step away for a break. You're watching Caston Comets on RTC TV4.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Guys retaking the hardwood after that timeout called. And definitely not wanting to throw away what they set up in that first half. Then again, the first quarter was absolutely all Delphi's game. So if the Comets can, but that's a big if. You don't want to just give up a lead because, oh, well, we pulled it out in the second quarter and first half.
Yeah.
Brummett sending it back up to Klein. Back to Brummett. To the corner to Shane Laub. Shane Laub under coverage. He's going to dribble a little, send it to the volleyball line to Lau. Back to Brummett. Brummett back to Lau. But when you look at those shot percentages in the first half, the guys were really good about waiting for their shot.
Yes, they were. And I have a feeling that in the end that's gonna play in their favor.
Right. Oh, Rand's trying that no-look pass to the inside. It gets picked off.
Ooh.
Klein, though, getting in the way of a laser beam pass. About takes it to the face. Oh, Shane Law puts it up, misses it, but Rands gets a hold of that and puts it back in for a solid 2. That was Shane Laub's first miss from the 2-point range all night. Carroll going up for 2, and a nice rebound there by Hunter Shane Laub. Cam Klein trips into Brummett, who stumbles and travels with it.
Apparently travels?
The refs are the boss.
True.
Rock Wolf gonna spell Rands for a minute. Ball in play for the Oracles. Hudson coming across timeline. And Brummett gets a foot in the way of that pass. Breaks the play to the inside at least. Into Carroll. Ooh. Carroll getting his own rebound. He's going to send it back up. Shane Laub going to be called for that foul.
Carroll's getting really frustrated down there because he's getting blocked and sometimes he's getting hammered and the refs aren't calling it.
Well, and when you look at his size, he's probably used to dominating to a degree.
Probably, yeah.
Carroll missing this first free throw.
33, Mike Rands back in for the Comets.
Mike Rands back in, and he's going to give Brummett a break. We saw that a few times last year where Shane Laub was used to being one of the tallest guys on the floor, and he'd get there and, shot rattles in and out. Those are frustrating. The Oracles with the rebound.
And, I mean, I even had that problem last year. I mean, there was a few teams where the coach would be saying, by the way, Allie, you have her. She's 6 foot. And I'm like, oh, okay. Not quite used to this, but we'll go with it.
I don't have a 5-inch advantage on this person. Nice behind the back pass by Carroll. And Carroll going to be called for that charge.
He just
ref ripping things, or coach ripping things apart.
Oh, wow.
How did no ref see that and call that? That's
I don't know. We had a technical call at our game. I'm surprised that wasn't one.
Cam Klein passing it over to Rock Wolf. Rock Wolf to Luke Lau. Lau to Klein. Klein to Rock Wolf. Couple of slaps there. Rock Wolf in the corner in trouble. He manages to dish it off to Shane Laub. Shane Laub with a pass into Rands. Rands couldn't quite get a hold of it.
3-pick Rock for the Oracles.
And passes that are that close under the post, that's that congested, is a difficult pass to make anyway, let alone catch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you've got to have enough power behind it to get it past the defender and then be able to catch that. Rands tried to get in on that. He came up, he knew he fouled.
Yep.
Hands up. Ref was clean, it was an accident. There's getting to be enough frustration building up here, I think, that they're going to have to start being picky on these fouls.
Yeah. And that's definitely what happened at the girls' game today. It was both teams were just being so aggressive that we could say that, yeah, there's a lot of fouls that should have been called on them, but in the end, there's a lot of fouls that should have been called on us, and they were just having to – we would probably still be there if they called all the fouls.
So. Right. Jordan took it up for 2. It was off the mark, and Comets ended up with the rebound. Rands at the three-point line. Back to the volleyball line. He sends it to Lau. Lau sends it to the corner to Shane Laub. Shane Laub back up to Rands. Down in the corner to Lau. Lau back to Rands, across to Rock Wolf, who sends it to the corner to Cam Klein. Klein up to Rock Wolf. Rock Wolf back to Klein. Klein to send it over to Rock Wolf, who sends it back out to Lau. Back to Klein. Into the corner to Rands. Rands going to drive baseline and put it in for 2. Mike Rands now 5 for 6 tonight. 2-point territory. Delphi sends it down to the baseline to number 21, Zinfler. He's off the mark.
Jump balls called between 2 of them.
Brummett back in for the Comets.
And we've got Brummett coming back in. Going to let Klein sit down for a minute. Mark Smith in. He's going to have, he's going to spell Mike Rands. Oracle's coming out with possession off that jump ball. Ball in play to Zinfler. Up to Thompson. Down to Roth. He makes a 3-point attempt. It's off the mark. And it's going to go out of bounds off the Commons. Roth looking to send it in. Gets it into Thompson. 3-pointer off the mark. Lau to Brummett, back to Lau. Across to Rock Wolf. Back to Lau. Lau dribbling up to the 3-point line. He's going to send it to Rock Wolf. Over to Brummett. Brummett to Shane Laub. Shane Laub going to have a draw a foul there off of number 13, Garrett Thompson. And Thompson with that, that was a foul. And that's what I was saying. These refs are going to start getting very picky about what is or isn't a foul tonight.
Yep.
And they're going to have to. Ethan Randall coming in to give Thompson a break now that Thompson's sitting on 3 fouls. Blake Carroll also on 3 fouls. Most of those charges, if not all of them. Brummett doing a little ballet pirouette off of that catch. Doesn't travel, though. Oh, Rock Wolf goes down. Oh, that wasn't Rock Wolf. That was Lau. Rands manages to keep a hold of that. Brummett for 3.
Oh.
That was off the mark, and that'll end the third quarter. Wow. Well, we've got things to talk about, but first, we're going to step away for this word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading into the fourth quarter here tonight, not the corner. At the end of 3 quarters, Caston is leading 34-29 in what has been a hard-fought game. It's caused a bit of frustration for Delphi's coach, as he's seen several charges called on his players. And obviously any coach would rather see the foul go to the defense rather than the offense. Rockwolf back up to Lau. Lau back to Brummett. Brummett to Lau. Back to Brummett. Lau to Rockwolf. Back to Rockwolf. Guess I forgot to mention went to Lau. Back to Brummett. To Lau to Brummett. To Rockwolf. Cross-court pass to Lau. Up to the volleyball line to Brummett. Back to Lau. Chambers a 3. Sends it to Brummett. Sends it to Rockwolf.
They're definitely being very patient with this, and I think that's definitely going to pay off.
It is, and it's also frustrating the defense. But the defense not breaking that 3-2 zone, and so the guys can pass it around for the next 7 minutes and win this. This zone's they're going to have to extend it because all the guys have a 5-point lead.
Yeah.
There's no sense in taking a stupid shot. There's no just
take as much time off that clock as you can.
Absolutely. You know, for us to commentate, for the fans to watch, it's not good basketball. It is, however, smart basketball.
Yeah.
And as far as when you're wanting to come out with a win, that's good basketball.
And then they just came out, and now it's going to start.
Exactly.
And, I mean, they just wasted, 30, 40 seconds off the clock, a little more?
Absolutely. And I can hear the Delphi coach through my headset saying, press them, press them, press them. But, you know, if they force a turnover at this point, they still have lost 2 minutes of opportunity in this quarter. Nice passing game, still being played by the Comets. Delphi now, they've dropped back into a zone, and Rand gets the opportunity to drive down to the post and put it up for 2.
And that's just smart basketball because, I mean, not only did you run time off the clock, you ended up getting it, and it wasn't a turnover. It was a point. You got points at the end of
absolutely. So that was number 13 with a 3-point attempt. Missed that. Comets getting the rebound. Now they're not playing that strict zone anymore. And we're going to have a charge here called on Hunter Shainlaub, which the Delphi coach has to feel pretty happy about.
His third team fourth. 12 Cam Klein back in for the Comets.
And we've got Cameron Klein coming back in for the Comets. Hunter Shainlaub going to stay in. He's one of 2 Comets with 3 fouls. Comets with a little bit of bench depth and breathing room, though. They've got some freshmen who can come out and play strong in the varsity. So, and let's face it, 3 fouls in the fourth quarter, that's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Well, how about 4 fouls for Mike Rance? 5:14 left in the game. Rockwolf going to come in and give Rands a break. They're going to save that potential last foul for later in the quarter. Carroll now, he's out at 3-point line. That was a hot move. That should have been a travel. It was a missed basket instead. Comets coming down with possession. Delphi putting that press back on.
Caston breaking that press. Now we just got to see if they can.
They've got to keep a hold of these
again.
passes. They've got to be patient because here's the thing. These Delphi guys are now desperate. These Delphi guys are desperate. They're either going to swat the ball out of bounds or they're going to draw the foul. Because at this point they have to make that gamble because with 4:45 left in the game, they have 7 points to make up.
Yep. Ooh.
Ball over to Cam Klein. He puts it up for a short 2 attempt. Shainlaub going to put it up for 2. That was Cam Klein's first 2-point attempt of the night. Every other shot he's taken has been out in 3-point range. Shane Love with his and one opportunity. And we've had a timeout called, so we're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about 2/3 through a full timeout. Comets, though, they've said what they've said, and they're taking the floor again. Caston Comets right now with a 9-point lead, 4:36 left in regulation. Both teams sitting on 5 fouls, so we're a little away from putting anybody in guaranteed bonus. I didn't see who called that timeout, but it wouldn't surprise me. It was probably the Delphi coach trying to ice Hunter Shainlaub. But that works two ways because that's also rest. Shots up.
And it's out.
Just
a little too hard.
Yeah, just a little. Nice drive and pass.
Not quite there, though. Rebounded by Shainlaub. Ooh.
And we're going to have a foul down there.
Brummett.
I think that foul was on number 12. It was.
Elijah Hudson.
Hudson, that's only his second. I was looking, though. Zimfer was the one who tried that, who put that shot attempt up down in Delphi's court. He's 0 for 5 tonight.
Ooh.
Ball inbounds.
Ooh.
Shainlaub, I'm surprised that wasn't called some sort of foul. That was a foul, but who had possession at the time?
Who had possession?
Foul was on number 3, Peyton Roth. It's only his second as well. And coach is screaming at the ref. He's going to end up with a tech.
Yeah, if he keeps going like that.
I'm surprised he hasn't been teched already. Klein at the line now.
Some refs just have more patience for it, I guess.
Shots up, off the mark, 1-1. So which means 1 when you don't make it. Down to Carroll. Carroll took an elbow to the nose on that.
Ooh.
Foul there was on Hunter Shainlaub. That's his 4th. 4:07 left. Oh, I see Mike Rance getting up to sub in. Imagine he's going to spell Shainlaub here. Carroll, first one off the front of the rim. You know, he came out early, went 2 for 2 in his first visit to the line, and he has not made a free throw since.
I honestly think it's the frustration of him not getting the calls I think he should have. I think
that could be. And right now it's the tears in his eyes from taking an elbow to the nose.
Yeah.
So
ooh,
let's face
same
it.
team. They can't hear me.
Carroll missing that second shot. Comets coming down with the rebound. But they didn't realize we had a couple Comets fighting each other, and then at that point, a Delphi player got involved with it. And they call that a travel. I'm surprised Coach didn't just reach over and punch the ref. He was right, but Coach is mad at this point.
Yep. Ooh.
Nice steal on that inbound there by Roth. We've had a foul called. Foul was on Cameron Klein. That's his 3rd.
We've got a lot of thirds on the team now, but with only 4 minutes left in the quarter, that doesn't really surprise me.
Actually, we've got Klein with 3, Shainlaub and Rands with 4, and other than that, we've got Rockwolf, Smith, and Lau with 1.
That's all?
Yeah.
Probably had more.
Shot was up, and that was in.
But I guess with the foul count, that makes sense.
That was Thompson making his first. He gets the second one. Delphi still at an 8-point disadvantage. Now 7. Rands looking for that inbound. Swatted away there by Carroll. Guys confused about who's going to take it out here. Rands getting it into Lau. Lau under heavy coverage there by Ross. Sends it back to Rands.
Ooh.
And we've got a foul called on that. Coach looking up to the Delphi fans with this look of incredulence on his face. But when you reach inside and elbow the guy in the ribs, it's a foul.
It is.
I don't care how frustrated you are with the calls. Loud line for 1-1.
And it's
Gets
in.
It.
Barely in, but
I'm going to call that
it.
a lucky bounce for sure. I thought that had bricked off the back of the rim for sure. Lau squaring up the second shot. It's up.
And
Doesn't
it's
get the
out.
lucky bounce on that one.
Do we know roughly what the free throw percentage is tonight? That was a pretty shot.
That was a make by Thompson.
Oracle's a 30-second timeout.
And we've got a 30-second timeout. We're going to step away for this word. Stay tuned.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ball just getting inbounds. Shane Laub under double coverage. He sends it over to Lau. Lau under double coverage. Sends it back to Rands. Rands sends it down to Brummett, who gets fouled hard by number 13, Garrett Thompson. How was that? Oh, and Carroll picking that off. Okay, I'm not sure of a lot that just happened because I know that was a foul, but they didn't call it a foul. So he knocked it out of bounds.
Okay, so 22 grabbed it and then tried to bounce it off of Shane Laub's
Yeah, I saw that, but I meant that the issue with Brummett, they just called that an out of bounds. And Delphi missing the shot, forcing the turnover there. Brummett over to Rands. Rands in double coverage. He's going to send it to Lau. Lau in double coverage. Back to Rands.
Get away from that line.
And Rands drawing the foul there for, I think, 21, Kane Zimfer. And that'll be his first. And to answer the question that you asked right before the break, currently the Caston guys are sitting at 2 for 7 from the line tonight. They'll probably be shooting some free throws in practice. The rest of the games look good, though, so you know. They still sit at a 6-point advantage, 2:54 left in the game. Shot is in.
Maybe we should talk about those more often because that's what's going to make it make.
Well, this is Rand's first time at the line. Of course, that was, again, he kind of got the lucky roll off of that. It's not been a beautiful arc into a barely moving net. It's see, now that one had a nice arc on it, but didn't go in. All the way there by number 12. He was off the mark.
Oh, my gosh.
And All right, foul there was that number 12? Is that what he's saying?
13.
No, number 3.
3.
That's Peyton Roth. That's his 4th. Caston now in double bonus. You know, and I have a feeling, just watching the reactions, first shot off the mark, watching the reactions of Delphi's coach, I have a feeling that when he talks to the media later on, he's going to say that the refs won it for the Comets. If indeed the Comets are able to hang on to the 7-point lead, they may not. I mean, stranger things have happened. Second shot up, off the mark, and a turnover there. And it's just, it's not the fact. I mean, obviously there's been things not called.
Yes. But, I mean, that's kind of for both teams, though.
Oh, absolutely. That was jump ball there. Comets are going to take possession. That was a really nice snag the ball as it's being shot, tie it up.
Okay, that one, yeah.
And I think that might have been, I saw the ref having to explain things there to Mr. Carroll. That may have been Blake Carroll starting to argue with the ref too.
Oh, no.
You don't want to be a player arguing with the ref. Rand's looking for the inbound. Heavy coverage on it. He's going deep to Shane Love, who's just going to go down. Oh, puts it off the bottom of the backboard. Ball in. Oh, and turned over. Nicely done there by Delphi. Getting in the way of that inbound. And Delphi has called a timeout, so everybody knows what that means. We'll be right back in a moment. Stay tuned. This is RTC TV 4.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I just realized that this whole, for who knows how long, like the last 5 minutes, my scoreboard camera has not been working. I'm going to see if I can try to get that taken care of for you guys. There we go. That's right. I do apologize. Caston with a 5-point lead now, 2:17 left in the game. And Comets turning over the inbound again. Delphi being right on point with getting that inbound and then putting in place. That was number 21, Zimford. And Delphi calling a full timeout now. They've got a strategy. They're probably going to stick to it. We'll find out after the break. Stay tuned.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're two-thirds of the way through this full timeout called by Delphi. Delphi coming up with a great strategy. They are pressing the inbound. They've forced a turnover on the last 2 inbound attempts, and they've closed their deficit to within 3 with 2:09 remaining. This is a 1 or 2 possession game. They can definitely come out with the win from behind.
Yeah, Caston's going to have to figure out how to break this press, or else it's going to be ugly really quickly.
The ball's in. And Zane Kane Zimpher there, I guess thinking that he can just hang on to a shirt and be okay with it. He sends Mike Rands to the line for 2 again. Rands 1 for 2 last visit to the line. But given the Comets' free throw percentage so far tonight, sending him to the line is a good play.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for somebody who only had 1 foul. And that shot there just shows that it may have been a sound strategy.
Yep. And I mean, looking at the Delphi coach's reaction when he did that, he wasn't upset. He wasn't saying, "Why would you do that?" So
No.
I have a feeling that is definitely
That
part
was
of their
probably
strategy.
what they talked about in the
Most
huddle
likely.
there.
I mean, I can't say I wouldn't tell him to do the same.
Yeah, as long as it's not a flagrant that's going to send somebody to the line for uncontested shots.
Yeah.
Rand's draining that second one. Delphi in their court.
And they're taking
Roth
it.
for 3, off the mark. And Comets getting a hold of that rebound. Delphi knocking it out of bounds. No, I misread that. Brummett back in. Delphi still with possession. Said I misread that. I could have sworn the ref pointed down court, but of course, as much has been going on, the ref may be just kind of as mixed up as I am with the headset on. Carroll spinning in, drawing the foul.
Oh.
This gives Blake Carroll the opportunity to bring this to a 1-point game. And that's Shane Laub out of the game tonight. Wait, I said Shane Laub, I meant Rands. Both of them sitting on 4 fouls, so. But this isn't the game that you want your big guys out of.
No, it is not. Especially with 2 minutes left, 2 points, possibly 1.
In and out.
Oh.
And Delphi coming up with that rebound. And now the Comets calling a full timeout. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:47 left in the game. Of course, if it goes anything like the last 1:47, we will still be on at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, they'll run out of timeouts eventually. As in, like, Caston has 2 and Carroll has 1.
It's an interesting stack up.
Caston, again, trying to get it in, and now without the advantage, the height advantage that Mike Rands had. That was a bad inbound, but it's going to go out off of Delphi. I keep wanting to say Carroll because they have a player named Carroll. Cam Klein's going to step out and see if he does any better.
Ooh, get it in, get it in. You're going to have to get it in.
And he calls a timeout. That was a good play there.
That was a good play. I mean, it's not like they were going to get it in.
Absolutely. Better to do that than having the 5-second violation. So, all right, we're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. You're watching RTC TV4.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about halfway through the Comets' full timeout here. Miss Weezy and I were just talking off air. These Comets have to figure out how they're going to break this inbound press.
Well, so it's not going to be pretty.
No, and to throw away a 7-point lead in the fourth.
And I mean, it kind of makes you wonder, what if Delphi would have stayed in that press the entire time? Because we weren't really sure why they were out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke Lau not quite able to grab a hold of the inbound. And they're going to turn it over right there for Delphi. Delphi now with the opportunity. Honestly, all they have to do is drain a three and then put on that press, and we're in trouble.
Yes.
Wyatt Brummett trying to prevent the inbound, isn't able to make it happen. Possession back in the hands of Roth. Over to Hudson, back to Roth. Back to his brother Jordan Roth. Over to Hudson. To Thompson. Thompson putting up the two. Carroll coming down with that rebound. We're going to have a foul called here. Wyatt Brummett pulling his first foul. And they're going to send Blake Carroll to the line for 1-and-1. So as far as his coach is concerned, this is when he needs to break his miss streak from the free throw line.
Yes,
as far as we are concerned, he needs to keep it up.
Oh, no.
Me and my big mouth. 1-point game now. Carroll with the chance to line it up. Just like that.
You should have knocked on wood.
Score is now 41 all, 1:21 left. Delphi coming off that press. They're going back into that 3-2 zone.
Which confuses me.
So,
if it's working.
Well, on the one hand, they have the opportunity to win it now, but it's a high risk, high reward situation. On the other hand, they send it into overtime and get 4 full minutes to play with.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well,
and they're extending that zone now. They're putting that pressure on. Shane Lobb getting away with a trip down there. Of course, number 12.
A lot of people are getting away with a lot of things right now.
They are. 37 seconds left. Ooh, down to Rockwolf. Rockwolf just barely staying in. He's in double coverage.
Get it out.
And
what do we got? Timeout call?
I think
timeout call.
Coach calls a timeout to save it from being a jump ball or anything else. We're going to step away for a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. You're watching RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 30.3 seconds left in this tied ball game.
Ooh.
Caston just took their last time out. Delphi sitting with 1 remaining. Next foul on Caston is double bonus all. I mean, and honestly, this was a bit of a risk on the part of Coach Davis because we've been having trouble getting the ball in play.
Oh, there we go.
Brummett sends it over to Klein. Klein back to Brummett. You guys need to slow it down and play at their pace. It's in the hands of Lau. Back to Brummett. Back to Lau. Going to hand it to Brummett. Brummett under coverage, sends it to Lau, and it goes out of bounds. Delphi ball. That was a terrible, terrible thing that just happened for the Comets.
15 seconds it's going to take. With 15 seconds on the clock, it's going to take a steal and some fast sprinting, or it's going to have to be some good defense and into overtime.
Yeah, because
And right now it's looking like we're going to need some good defense.
Yes, we are. This would be a heartbreaker, but the Comets could lose it right there. Right at the buzzer, Blake Carroll putting in final second basket to win it. And when I look at his stats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 15, 33%. I mean,
sometimes it just happens.
Based on the rest of the game, based on the rest of the game, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But
crazier things have happened, though. Crazier things have happened.
Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let some advertising roll while I try to get some stats together. Coach Davis will be up to join us shortly. He's thrilled, I'm sure, at this moment. I am without words. My heart has broken. So, all right, well, I'm going to cut to commercial here, do some counting. When I come back, Allie, do you have to go back to the band? Okay, well,
nope.
Allie and I will be back here in just a moment. Thank you for watching tonight. Stay tuned. This is RTC TV4.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you. RTC cable subscribers. Now you can watch your favorite cable networks wherever you are, on your phone, tablet, or computer. Just log on to www.watchtveverywhere.com. Enter your RTC account information and sign up to watch TV everywhere. Live sports, videos on demand, and more, all for free with your RTC cable subscription. Watch TV everywhere. Another great service from RTC.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Well, I'm almost finished, ladies and gentlemen. And Allie did have to step away for just a moment. She was playing in the band. She had to put up her instrument. So I'm waiting on Allie to get back. I'm waiting on Coach Davis to come up and join me. So it'll be just a couple minutes till we have any meaningful conversation. And here comes Allie. Once Allie's got her headset on, we will talk a little bit about wrapping up, or I was just telling the folks at home, we're just gonna try to wrap our heads around what we just saw.
That was incredible and insane at the same time.
But, I mean, honestly, where Caston really shone was in their shot percentage from everywhere except the free throw line.
Yep. And, I mean, honestly, think about it. How many free throws did we miss?
We missed 9.
9? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the ball game right there.
Oh, easily. But by the same token, Delphi also missed 9.
Oh.
Okay, and honestly, Delphi had no right to win this game. They won it with that press and the turnovers at first. Okay, so just listen to this. Caston, 5 for 11 from three-point territory. Basically 50% from free throw range. It's not an amazing. I mean, that's not Hall of Fame free throw, but for regular high school basketball, that's a good three-point. 11 for 16 in two-point territory.
Wow.
That's solid.
That is solid. That's a good night for three-pointers.
But then they went 4 for 13 at the free throw line.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Then we look over at Delphi. Delphi, so many more shot looks tonight. 3 for 17 three-pointers.
Yeah.
6 more looks, 2 fewer makes. 12 for 37 in two-point territory. They were 1 for 3, but they had more than double the number of looks.
Oh, yeah.
So honestly, based on that, and their top shooter far and away, Blake Carroll, had 15 looks in two-point territory. He made 5, including the very last second layup that won it for him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got props on that. But on the other hand, if he had made any of those other misses,
it wouldn't have been this close to begin
it wouldn't have been, Carroll, once again, Delphi had no right to win this game. 12 for 37 two-point territory. 7 for 16 from the free throw line. So, almost 50%. It's a better percentage than what Caston sat at, but still not the kind of free throw percentage that you want your coach seeing you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the kind of free throw percentage that results in hey, you might have won tonight, but we're spending some time at the free throw line.
Definitely.
Turnovers. First period, 5-4. Caston had 1 more turnover, and again, ladies and gentlemen at home, don't use my turnover stats as anything more than just
official, but definitely unofficial.
No, yeah. My point stats pretty close usually. My turnover stats, usually I forget that I'm supposed to be doing them. But it gives us an idea of what happened. And when I go through them, if you've watched the whole game and you think back, you're gonna say, yeah, that gives me that's what I saw.
Yeah.
5-4 turnovers in the first quarter. Caston led turnovers. Second quarter, 5-3, Delphi led turnovers, and that's when Caston took the lead.
Yeah.
Quarter 3, 8-6, Caston led. And that was, we still had that lead coming out of the third quarter, but that was when Delphi started turning that pressure up.
Yeah.
And then fourth quarter, and I'm actually amazed it's this close, 9-7, Caston led turnovers.
Wow.
And Caston, at least 3 of those were on inbound attempts where we could not break that press on the inbound.
Yeah. That press was what killed us tonight.
That was heartbreaking, though. Absolutely perfect timing there by Blake Carroll. I definitely have to applaud that. Once again, when you go 5 for 15, he could have made it a completely one-sided ball game all by himself.
Yeah.
But then you have Garrett Thompson. He was 3 for 8 in three-point range, 2 for 6 in two-point range. You have Kane Zimfer. He was 2 for 7 two-point territory and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Back to Blake Carroll. 4 for 12. 4 for 12 free throw line.
Yeah.
These guys could have made it to where the whole night long we had where there was no hope in our commentary at all. So it really all comes down to that press, and I'm sure that's what Coach Davis is going to say when he gets up here. There's not. He can harp on their free throws. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Comets could have won it with free throws.
Mm-hmm.
He can say something about those 5 misses in field goal range.
Yeah.
But the fact is when you look at him, we had Luke Lau, and I don't remember, that might have been a last-second attempt inside the three-point line. I don't remember. Cam Klein's, I remember his was a hurry-up shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Hunter Shainlaub with 2 misses. Well, look at the shots he was taking.
Yeah.
Every shot he took was under
contested.
Yeah. And then you have Mike Rand's, his first shot of the night was a miss, and then other than that, he didn't miss anything else until he went except at the free throw line.
Yeah.
I mean, if Coach is going to harp on anything, it's going to be press breaking.
Yes.
It's going to be free throws, and it might be threes.
And I'm curious to hear what their plan was to break the press.
Well, Coach Davis is coming up now, and we'll find out shortly. Coach, thanks for joining me. I'm still at something of a loss for words. My heart hurts. I imagine down there in the chair, yours heart hurts maybe even more. And Allie and I were just talking, and I'm going to see how well we know the game and how well we know our Coach Davis here. I'm guessing you're going to want to talk about that inbound pressure, because I feel like that's really where Delphi, they figured that out in the fourth quarter, and just that's where they came ahead. What's your take?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say, I'm really proud of the way our guys battled tonight, and I hurt for them. I just, in the locker room, we talked about, I thought they deserved to win tonight, but at the end of the night, you still have to take it, and we're still learning to take it. So I'm proud of the way they played, proud of the way they battled, but yeah, it came down to execution down the stretch, and Delphi did a really good job of putting pressure on us, and they were physical with us, and they were quick with us, and we didn't execute at the end of the game, and we struggled to get the ball in bounds, and then had some turnovers in the half court when we had a chance at the end. So hats off to them for the pressure they provided there in that fourth quarter, and that's something that we have to continue to get better at. Did a really good job against their three-quarter court trap early in the game. They ran us out of the gym last year early in the game with that, and that just is another sign of what these kids have done, the time they've put in, and the growth that they've shown over the past 12 months to be able to come out and take care of it against pressure early against them. But yeah, at the end of the game, they turned it up a little bit, man to man, and we struggled. Absolutely.
No, you made great use of those timeouts late in the game. You had a couple of good saves on what were turning into ugly situations. And I'm sure in those timeouts, aside from just saving that situation, you were talking about the strategy against that press. And what you said the guys weren't able to execute. So what was the strategy to break that?
Yeah, I mean, they were putting a ton of pressure up front, and we had the opportunity. We had a long ball to kind of soften that pressure up a little bit, and unfortunately we were unable to convert on that. Just something that probably changes things. Not only do you get 2 points there, but also they have to be a little more leery of somebody going deep, and we didn't execute that part. And then Delphi got into us physically, and we didn't hold our space and stay on our lines on our cuts, and they pushed us off our cuts and took away our passing angle, and that led to some turnovers. Right, absolutely. And then right there at the end, losing Mike Rands, you lost that height, and I'm sure that had to affect that inbound philosophy that you had. Yeah, Mike's typically the guy that inbounds it for us in the full court. So, when he fouled out, obviously it's got to be next man up, and we've got to have somebody step in and take his spot. And and it's not just on the inbounder though. I said, it was 5 guys, and it's screening and cutting and holding our seals, and those are things that we didn't execute well. It's things that we're going to have to get better at. Absolutely. Well, congrats on you for holding your composure. That
didn't always happen on the sidelines tonight. And we appreciate the work that you're putting in, the work that our comments are putting in, because we see the difference. And if we've got to have a little bit more growth and we keep seeing that difference, we love to see it. So thank you for joining me tonight. I'll tell you what, Coach, and everybody out there in viewer land, this is our last event we're covering this calendar year. We'll be back on the 3rd to cover a girls' game. So in all of your seasonal play, good luck to the Comets, and happy holidays to you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the coverage you guys give us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Blair Zimmerman. Allie Weezy had the other headset on tonight. She's stepped away while I was talking to Coach Davis. We had Taylor Duncan on the camera, and that's him waving to you. And once again, our next coverage for Comets coverage on RTC TV4 is the Caston Varsity girls game, where we host Culver on Thursday, January 3rd. And it's hard to believe that I'm starting to talk about 2019 already. As always, you can catch the other RTC schools on rtc4.com, or you look us up on our YouTube channel, and we are RTC TV4. And whenever we don't have anything live going on, you can catch our backlog of videos and maybe even see what we're talking about through the commentary when we're talking about previous games if it was one you missed. Thank you for joining us. This is RTC TV4.